The following program is brought to you by His Productions.
The podcast no one listens to, with Kevin Porter. Nice. The podcast no one listens to.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to an all-new episode of the podcast that no one listens to. I'm your host, Kevin Porter, and we're back for an emergency edition. I don't know when this episode is going to go out. This is basically just trying to fill in some time, dude. I got some time to spare, dude. So I was like, man, you know what? Let's get on Zoom. Let's record ourselves on the video camera and be like, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, shit. Damn, dude, I would be ignorant as fuck if I did not acknowledge the state of affairs going on in the United States of America right now. Whoa, did that fucking escalate quickly, dude? I was talking to one of my good friends here over the weekend, and we were talking about how, it's basically like the events of the last 3 months have basically like led up to an event like, what's going on right now is like basically the police brutality incident. I'm trying to remember his name. George Floyd, right? With that was basically like the match to go along with the gas in terms of just pure great fucking riot. I know some people are saying it's an uprising. Some other people are saying it's like a terrorist organization. Like, I don't know, dude. I'm seeing videos of like cops breaking their own windows, and then I'm seeing people like throwing rocks at cops' windows. And like I saw this crazy video of this. I don't even know where it was. I assume maybe Minneapolis, but this guy's like he like pushes a cop, and then this cop goes to get him, and he jumps over a guardrail, and then he actually gets away from the cops. But then the guy's like, "Fuck." Comes back and then like drop kicks the fucking cop, and the cop just goes fucking flying across the cement. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, we always like kind of like, back in the day, dude, especially, listening to a punk rock and stuff, you always, you're always fight the man. It's like, damn, dude, that was always like the mentality. It was always like, fuck authority, right? Like that was the Pennywise song. And just to see like the civil unrest like completely explode here this year, the year 2020, man, year of our Lord 2020, man. It's pretty insane, right? Like, I mean, as a person that's just kind of like, well, I get it. Like, I understand why there's civil unrest in this country. I completely understand that. Then I can also understand completely like a small business owner or somebody being like, hey, man, don't fuck up my shit. Like, we're endowed these, certain rights here within this country. And, one of them is the pursuit of happiness. And well, maybe some people's pursuit of happiness is owning a fucking business and making a living doing that way. And, it's just like, it's their right to defend their fucking property. I know some people are like that one. I watched that video from that guy in Texas, dude, down there in Dallas. And like, I was not prepared to see the aftermath of that fucking situation. I definitely was not fucking prepared. But I mean, then like I read through the comments online and people are like, oh, well, he's a business owner, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, still, things can get fucking rebought. It's like, yeah, I know that. But like, I mean, like, really, I mean, like, I've always kind of like sided on the fact that like, in order, if like I'm given the choice, I mean, like peaceful protesting is like what really should change the world. I mean, we should be able to use our words, not our fists. I mean, that's the idea. That's always been the idea. And then, but like, also, I'm aware that in order to see true change, well, if you really look at the track record of peaceful protesting the last, like, forever, I mean, does it really ever, like, result in real change? Not really. So, I could totally understand people saying like, well, yeah, things can just get replaced and, this needs to happen in order to see real change. But I mean, like now we're just seeing police state. We're seeing Trump, like it's like, as I'm recording this, like Trump's coming out with the fucking Bible and he's like standing there in front of that church declaring basically he's going to fucking send out the military into the streets to outnumber the people. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, and again, you have one side that's like, oh, well, they're terrorists. And it's like, well, like, if you're looking at it through the eyes of the government, yeah, there is like the definition of the U.S. government. But let's not also forget how we've acted in other countries over decades and decades, how our international policies have just benefited, the rich and the corporations, and just like, the greed is out there, man. I mean, these corporations truly have like imprisoned us as people. Like we're stuck in the system of like, you got to buy in order to live. In order to live, you got to make money. It's like you really don't have any ulterior means of living. You have to do that. In order to eat, you must work. In order to work, you must have legs. No, people in wheelchairs can work too, Kevin. Don't be a fucking asshole. But it's just yeah, man, I can see it from both sides, dude. I really truly can. And it's really fucked up that it has to come to this. But it's like, really, what, again, it's like, yeah, peaceful protest, but it's again like people been doing that. And they're still doing it, which I mean, I don't know. And then like, I listen, I go down, whatever people call it, conspiracy theorists and whatever, but like, I call it freedom thinkers, motherfucker. But then you hear like, these, George Soros is in the world, and you hear about the New World Order and like, Operation, like, was it it's the 2030 plan, whatever. I'm not doing it justice, dude. I'm really fucking high. But yeah, and then you hear that, and then like, like I said, you see that maybe this is just where, in order to, order out of chaos, right? Like order out of chaos is how that, it can be a way of obtaining certain grounds that you would like to have within our country, right? Like if you want to have a true police state, if we truly want to live under like, Chinese rule, well, how do you do that? Well, you like I said at the beginning, dude, you take that fucking match, you light it, and you throw it in the fucking fire, and again, there are people out there saying that this is like a true revolution, but like, again, like, is it being manipulated to their advantage? I mean, that means we're now like, we thought COVID was like this big way for, them to hold us down and oppress us. Well, now this is true oppression if we're gonna have curfews where the military is out in the fucking street and you fucking can't go out. That's a fucking dictator, that's police state, motherfucker. I don't know, dude. Like, people say dictatorship, I don't know. We'll see what happens in November. But it's just it's fucking scary on so many different levels right now, being alive in 2020 in America. I mean, fuck, dude, like, fuck, I don't know, man. Compared to the rest of the world, dude, we've been living on easy street for a long fucking time, dude, and now like it seems like reality's kind of hitting you, everybody in the fucking face, Again, there's not like a lot of words I can really think of to like, really, I don't know, because there's just like, it's either you're on one extreme or you're on the other extreme. It's like, I'm trying to be like in the fucking middle, man. Like, I don't know. It's just, there's two sides to every fucking story, dude. And, it's just, you can't just operate on fucking emotion in life. I mean, that's really can truly be a detriment to oneself, is to completely just operate off emotion 24/7. And I can understand where people were definitely like, dude, when I first heard this shit and I saw the riots in Minneapolis, I was like, fuck, they burned down the fucking cop station. Like, they burned down the fucking cop station. But it's like, yeah, okay, like it happened in that city. And then like, just over the nights, dude, it's just like, it's just erupted. And it's like the shit you're seeing in Washington, D.C., like protesting outside the White House. And it's like Washington, D.C.'s on fucking fire. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what is going on right now? And I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. Like, I don't have fucking answers. I really try to stay off these fucking like talking about, current events, and I always try to keep it fucking really lighthearted on this podcast and whatnot. And I don't try to go into, things that are going to create controversy, because, dude, I'm so sick of it, dude. Honestly, I'm so sick of like, you go, you're on this side or that side. It's like, no, motherfucker, I'm a human being, dude. Fuck you. Like, I'm done with labels, dude. I've been done with labels since fucking high school, dude. Once I fucking realized, like, oh, dude, I'm fucking punk rock, blah, 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 blah. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. It's all about a fucking mental state, bitch. Not about, well, I rep this, dude. I rep that. I rep, whatever, dude. Fuck it, dude. Fuck Democrats. Fuck Republicans, dude. Fuck it all. And, look at it from both sides, dude. There's good on both sides. There's good and bad on both sides. And you got to pull the good together. And you got to come together, man. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what else to really, convey on this episode. It's just, again, this is just a short, sweet episode. You can like it, you don't like it, doesn't really matter. But it's, we're gonna see in the next couple of weeks, dude, what's going to happen. Is Trump gonna roll out, like, I mean, just like we're saying, like, as I'm recording this, like, they're gonna roll out the National Guard, they're gonna roll out, like, basically Trump's like, hey, governors, if you guys are a bunch of fucking pussies and you're not gonna take control of your fucking your state, well, guess what, I'm going to. And it's, it's kind of scary. It's really fucking scary. And I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I don't know what's gonna happen a week from now. I don't know what's gonna happen a month from now, but I can say that I will, for the foreseeable future, keep posting out podcasts until we all lose internet rights and, we're shoved down into basements and, like, I'm writing in a fucking diary and shit. I don't fucking know, ladies and gentlemen. All right. But yeah, that's my short little rant. I fucking love you guys. Leave comments, 5-star rating, guys. Hey. All right. I'm Kevin Porter. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
This podcast has been brought to you by Pizza Productions.